Sorry about that. That was Lola having a fit because she heard a car outside or something stupid. Anyways, so malnourishment. That is clearly a big con. Right now I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be so easy, you take a pill and blah blah blah. I know it's harder than that. Like, logically I know that, you know, it's, you have to be on top of it all the time. So that sucks. Third, I put strict diet, lack of spontaneity. And by that I mean, you can't go out with your girlfriends and just order whatever you want, or drink whatever you want, or just be uninformed about everything, and like what's in food and what's not. Constantly checking labels, adding up all the calories in your head from fat and from whatever, and, you know, constantly checking labels and stuff like that. Yeah, people, like, I don't do that. Well, I do it now, but I didn't do it 6 months ago when I wasn't thinking about the surgery. I didn't look at labels at all. I didn't care what was in my food or how much fat it was or whatever. I was like, oh, this is yummy, I'll get this. I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. Some of the ailments that come after surgery, or possibly come after surgery, they're gonna, I mean, I really hope I don't go through them, but if I do, that's gonna suck. So I put like gallstones and ulcers and stricture and whatever. I've never had anything like that before. I've never had anything wrong with me more than, like, I had acid reflux really bad when I was on this one kind of medication, and I had to get a scope and stuff like that. But I've never had ulcers or stones or anything, really. And the fifth one I put was fear of failure and obsessing over the scale. And that's really something that I'm worried about, like, overdoing it. And, well, I'm not really worried about it, but it's something that's in the back of my head, because it's so easy to get obsessed with the scale. And I've always been told by doctors and nutritionists, or dietitians, don't weigh yourself every day and stuff like that. And I know once I have this surgery, I'll be on that scale every morning. I know that. The only reason I don't do it now is because I don't want to see the number. But when well, maybe now I'm losing again, but when I'm not actively trying to lose, I just don't want to see the scale, because I know I'm not going to like the numbers. So that's going to be difficult to deal with, and I hope that I don't over control and start really freaking out about my weight. And I really wish that I'll be happy with whatever I take off, as long as I stay healthy and eat healthily and try not to, you know, don't get into the bad habits that I have now. You know, I'm just going to try my best, and that's all I can do. And I think it's really going to help that my mom and my best friend are also having surgery. So those are my pros and cons. And I said a little bit about myself during the pros and cons, but I don't know, I can't really think of a lot of stuff. This will be the second surgery I've ever had. The first one I had when I was 18, I had a breast reduction, and it was so easy. Like, I was expecting the worst, and I woke up in the hospital, and I was groggy the first day, and the second day, I was back on Tylenol 3s. I wasn't even on. And then the third day, like, I was sore and stuff, but the Tylenol 3s took care of that. And like, after the first week, I was out at the bar dancing with my college roommate, like, to celebrate my 19th birthday. So and I still had stitches in. So I'm going to try and anticipate the absolute worst, because it seems that if you do that and then it's not that bad, it's like a relief. I'm trying to think what I didn't share in my 5 Things About Me video. I was engaged for 3 years, and then with him for 1 before we were engaged. My ex, that was when I gained about 100 pounds when I was with him. We were both very complacent in our relationship, and I didn't care about what I looked like, and it didn't help that he didn't care what I looked like either. And I was on medication that made me gain weight. Like, I gained that in like 6 months probably. It was disgusting. And then afterwards, I was just so blah about it, I didn't try to lose it, and now it's too late. I've got like 150 pounds that I need to lose, maybe more even. So, yeah, that didn't work out, but we're still really, really good friends, and that's good. I'm trying to think. I'm an only child. I did mention that I was a preemie before, but I didn't mention that my mom got pregnant with my sister before I was released from the hospital. So me and my sister were born 9 months apart. Almost, well, it would have been in the same year, almost. I was born in May and she was born in January. She died a month after she was born. Very, very complicated. They think maybe it was because my mom hemorrhaged twice, once at 5 months and then once right before they took her out. And she had cerebral palsy, she was blind, severe like mental damage. She had a huge hematoma on her head, she kept having heart attacks, so finally they signed a DNR, and we always just say it's better this way, because we don't even know what our lives would be like now if she had lived. And her name was Sarah Brooks. So that's something you didn't know. Something else you didn't know is I was underweight my entire life until I hit puberty. I used to be the smallest kid in the class. I was scrawny. Like, my mom, I was too small for preemie clothes when I came home. I wore Cabbage Patch clothes for the first year. And then the second year I wore, like, kids' clothes. I didn't start wearing toddler clothes until I was, like, 3 or 4, I think. Maybe 4. I was just very tiny. And very, very blonde. And now I'm neither of those things. So, that's interesting. And that's all I can think of right now. And this is way too long, so I'm going to have to put it in 2 pieces. Alright. Talk to you later.